trouble losing weight, need more energy, want to improve your health, you got a fitness or nutrition question, I probably have an answer for you. Yo, what's going on, guys? Okay, so another Ask Yuri video today. This is a follow-up for one of our viewers, Christopher, who's asking about one of the things I've said about in the what to eat or how long to eat after exercise video. He's wondering about, well, what about exercising in a fasted state in the morning? Is that a good idea? So if you are getting my book, The All Day Fat Burning Diet, which I'd strongly recommend you do because it's really everything I know about fat loss, and we've proven it with over 750 beta testers alone. That's not even counting the hundreds of thousands of people I've helped over the past decade and a half. But if you exercise in a fasted state, there is a lot of benefit to that. From a fat loss perspective, not so much if you're an athlete looking to improve your performance. So if the goal is fat loss, then spending some more time in a fasted state, especially in the morning to exercise at a slightly higher intensity, can be a very, very smart idea. So as my dog is taking a poop on the grass, I'm gonna have to pick that up in a second. But I think it's an interesting topic to think about. But here's the other thing you also want to consider is that you also don't want to exercise in a way where you're going to be your energy levels are compromised because you have no food in your stomach. So if you go to work out and you're feeling like really lethargic and tired because you don't have any food, then that's something you may want to consider as well. However, the cool thing is that the way I prescribe to do fasted cardio is really about 5 minutes of higher intensity interval training. Okay, so I'm a sprint jog type of idea. And then you just follow that up with a couple hours of no food at all. And I know that's kind of controversial or kind of counterintuitive to what I've said before, where your biggest meal should really be after your workouts. But on some days, especially when fat loss is the goal, there is a lot of benefits to staying in a fasted state after intense exercise. And one of the reasons for that is because the intense exercise raises your epinephrine, which is basically adrenaline, and that's going to speed fat loss. So that's something you can check out, try doing maybe once, maybe twice a week. And again, I wouldn't suggest doing this every single workout, but it definitely does make a difference. And if it's used in conjunction with a smart eating plan, then you can definitely accelerate your fat loss results. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for submitting it, and I'm happy to do all these kind of on-the-go Ask Yuri videos. I'm going to try to get out of the office in the studio and give you guys some live footage a little bit more. Again, if you've got a question, you can ask me, #AskYuri. You can also join me on Periscope @Elkaim. And I look forward to connecting with you and answering your questions. And thanks again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.